The most lucrative professional league in America is the National Football League. It is one of the most prosperous sports leagues in the world. There are 32 teams bringing in billions of dollars every year. So far, these teams have managed to accumulate a collective net worth of $62.8 billion. And that's why in today's video, we take a look at the top 10 richest NFL teams. So, which teams are we talking about? Who are their billionaire owners and what is their overall valuation? Let's dive right in and find out. Number 10. Denver Broncos. They were founded on 1959, and its debut season was in 1960. The Broncos are a team in the American Football Conference West Division of the National Football League. They are owned by the Pat Bowlen Trust, coached by Nathaniel Hackett, and managed by George Patton. So far, the team has assembled an excellent record inside the NFL, which has helped them become one of the wealthiest NFL clubs with a valuation of $3.75 billion. They have won 3 Super Bowl championships, 8 conference championships, and 15 division championships. Even after missing the playoffs in late November with a record of 7-10, Denver is still considered one of the most lucrative teams in the NFL. OverCap estimates that the team will have more than $60 million in salary cap room in 2022. Their efforts to win on and off the field have greatly improved this offseason, having captured veteran quarterback Russell Wilson and after re-signing Tim Patrick to a 3-year deal. It seems like the only way is up for the Broncos. According to Forbes, the Broncos have generated more than $400 million in yearly earnings since 2017. Number 9. Philadelphia Eagles. The team was founded in 1933 and played its debut season the following year. Their corporate headquarters are in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania's NovaCare Complex, and they host their home games at Lincoln Financial Field. Jeffrey Lurie is the club's owner, Howie Roseman is in charge of operations, and Nick Sirianni is the head coach. So far, they have won 4 league championships over the years, including 3 NFL championships in 1948, 1949, and 1960. Their one and only Super Bowl victory came in 2017, when they defeated the New England Patriots in a fantastic encounter between 2 great teams. Currently, they are the 9th wealthiest NFL team in the league, valued at over $3.8 billion and making an annual profit of about $371 million. Number 8. New York Jets. They participated as one of the first teams in the American Football League under their previous name, the Titans of New York. But how did they join the NFL? Well, this happened when the AFL and NFL merged in 1970. And since then, they are one of only 2 teams who have only made it to the Super Bowl once, despite participating in the playoffs 13 times. The club owners are Christopher and Woody Johnson. Surprisingly, with a valuation of $4.05 billion, they have earned $345 million in income. Some of their sponsors include Bubba Burger, the official burger of MetLife Stadium. Number 7. Chicago Bears. They were founded in 1920. The same year, they also began playing. Virginia Hollis McCaskey is the club's owner, Ryan Poles are the general manager, and Matt Eberflus is the head coach. The team has a distinguished history, having captured 9 league titles between 1921 and 1985, including 8 NFL titles and 1 Super Bowl victory. Additionally, they have made 26 playoff appearances and won 19 division championships. In recent times, the team has gone through a lot of heartache on the field, having no winning season to boast about since 2018. Even with this, the Bears are still valued at a whopping $4.075 billion. They earned $370 million in 2020. They also have a YouTube channel that receives more than 279,000 views per month. Number 6. San Francisco 49ers. Based in the San Francisco Bay Area, the San Francisco 49ers were founded in 1944. They are a part of the National Football Conference, NFC, West Division of the National Football League. Denise DeBartolo-York is the club's owner, John Lynch is the manager, and Kyle Shanahan is the head coach. They are one of the most successful teams in NFL history. Their list of Hall of Fame players stretches from Joe Montana to Jerry Rice to Deion Sanders. They have won 5 Super Bowl titles, 7 conference titles, and 20 division titles. And for the fans, there is also some good news to report this offseason. They have currently signed defensive lineman Kevin Gibbons, running back Michael Hasty, defensive lineman Morris Hurst, and offensive lineman Colton. And despite that, they will have $213.4 million available to spend in 2022 after adding these figures to the NFL official salary cap. Over the last number of years, they have narrowly missed out on adding to their Super Bowl titles, but the future looks bright in San Fran, and with a value of $4.174 billion, you can see why. Number 5. Washington Commanders. The Washington football team ranks fifth on our list of the wealthiest NFL teams. Washington was founded in 1932, participated in its debut season that same year, and has since participated in almost 1,000 games. Ron Rivera is the team's coach and Daniel Snyder is the club's owner. The group has won 5 league championships, including 2 NFL titles and 3 Super Bowl championships. It also finished second in the league 6 times, narrowly falling short in 1936, 1940, 1943, and 1945 championship games, as well as Super Bowls 7 and Super Bowls 17. So far, they have amassed a market value of almost $4.3 billion since its founding in 1932. Its revenue in 2020 was $388 million, almost 23% less than in 2019. They are now planning to relocate to Woodbridge in Prince William County, Virginia, more than 20 miles south of their current stadium's location. Number 4. Los Angeles Rams. They participate in the National Football League and are a part of the NFC West Division. They have won 3 NFL championships, 7 conference championships, and 17 division championships. Having the team located in Los Angeles has helped drastically with a growing fan base and acquiring the best talent on the market. Over the past year, they have signed up superstars such as Odell Beckham Jr. and Matthew Stafford, and ultimately, this would be the cherry on top as they went all the way to the Super Bowl and defeated the Cincinnati Bengals to become world champions. But what about their revenue stats? Well, they earned $422 million in revenue in 2020. No wonder their market worth is $4.8 billion at the moment. In 1980, the Rams played in their first Super Bowl, where they were ultimately defeated by the Pittsburgh Steelers 31-19. Currently, Stan Kroenke is the Rams owner, Les Snead is their manager, and Sean McVay is their head coach. Number 3. New York Giants. The Giants have a long, illustrious history. They were the only one of the original 5 teams remaining in existence when the NFL was formed in 1925. With a total of 8 NFL championship wins under their belt, they are not only the league's longest tenured team, but also one of its most successful. Only the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers have more victories. Today, with a worth of $4.85 billion, the team is majority owned by John Mara, the grandson of the team's founder, Tim Mara. Surprisingly, they made $350 million in revenue in 2020. They ranked 21st in the league on defense, with almost $84 million devoted to that unit, an average of $2.264 million per player. But will the Giants be good in 2022? Well, by the end of the Giants' 2022 season, there might not be playoffs run, but according to Brandon Olson, there will be more victories than in the past. Based on 2021 team records, the New York Giants have the 4th easiest schedule. Number 2. New England Patriots. The Robert Kraft-owned New England Patriots are the 2nd richest NFL team, with a market value of $5 billion. Their worth has grown significantly over the previous 10 years, similar to that of most clubs. Just last year, they saw an 8% growth. The team brought about $478 million in income in 2020. They joined the NFL in 1970 as a result of the AFL-NFL merger after initially becoming a charter member of the American Football League. However, although they struggled to advance much before the 2000s, they have since developed into one of the league's most successful teams and presently hold the record for the most Super Bowl victories. So, you might be wondering, how did they do it? Let's say the Patriots select excellent players and integrate them into the roster so well that they genuinely become part of the team, ensuring that no player is bigger than the organization, whether it is offensive star receiver Randy Moss or defensive star cornerback Darrelle Revis. Their success in recent times and how they captured their 6 Super Bowl titles is largely down to 2 men who were there from the dynasty's beginning, Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. It's fair to say that the $5 billion valuation has both men's name attached to it in some small part. Number 1. Dallas Cowboys. The team has its home base in the Texas Metroplex of Dallas-Fort Worth. They were founded in 1960, the same year they also had their first season. They participate in the National Football League and are a member club of the NFC East Division. Jerry Jones is the club's owner and manager, and Mike McCarthy is its head coach. The squad won 8 division titles, 6 division championships, 4 visits to the NFC Championship game, and 3 Super Bowl victories between 1990 and 1999. With a value of $6.92 billion, the Dallas Cowboys rank 2nd among American sports franchises and the most valuable NFL team. The team generated $896 million in revenue from their brand. And that's not all. The sale of premium seats at AT&T Stadium alone generates $100 million in revenue annually. There are also $150 million made each year via sponsorships. I'm not sure about you guys, but seeing all these wealthy teams and owners has me rethinking my career path. I wonder, is it Super Bowls or ticket prices that most of them are interested in? Anyway, which of the teams surprised you the most? Which among them were you shocked to find in the top 10? There are a lot more videos like this if you're interested. Be sure to check out the ones on screen. You won't be disappointed. See you there.